Welcome to We Are the BYC. I'm Dawn, the human behind the Instagram account at Baby Yoda SD, inviting you to join us for a delightful journey into the heart of the Baby Yoda community. Picture this podcast as your exclusive invitation to a favorite neighborhood coffee shop where enthusiastic members of the BYC gather to share heartwarming stories and laughter, uncovering the untold tales and vibrant personalities of the humans behind these precious Baby Yodas. Whether you're a longtime member or a newcomer, get ready to join the fun as we embark on an adventure filled with camaraderie, emotion, and a whole lot of Baby Yoda love. Pull up a chair, grab your favorite drink, and let's dive in. Have you found, just being in the community, anything either, well, I guess it would just be pertaining to the community itself, but anything really memorable for you or meaningful that happened because of your Instagram presence?
I think obviously the obvious one's the Vegas and San Diego trip, isn't it? Because it's even at that point, we'd been speaking online for 3 years and stuff. So as much as close we were and spoke every day, realistically, I didn't think I'd ever meet you in person, for example. And to be honest, kind of every cloud has a silver lining. If my marriage didn't break up, I wouldn't have been able to go. You know what I mean? So I think it was calls I was speaking to about it and stuff. Because before, when Nuala and I was together, we're a family and stuff. I can't go away for nearly 2 weeks and leave her and Patrick alone and spend all that money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when we separated and stuff, I think it was calls that said to me something about Vegas. Why are you not coming? Even at that point, I'm I can't come to Vegas and that. And she was kind of oh, I know. And then I kind of thought about it and I'm I can afford to. I didn't have anybody else to answer to. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Booked the flight. Yep. And that was it. So, that's definitely the most memorable for that reason, because it's something you never thought would have happened. And even we started speaking in 2020, even by 2021, we've really built up online friendships, but you just didn't think it's got to be in the realms of possibility that you could meet really just with the distance and expense and stuff. So it's yeah. And then it was really cool because at the meetup, because I'd came for so far and because I think I'm probably quite popular with it because of the event stuff and that, I'm quite well known. Yeah. People really made a fuss about me being there. I felt like a celebrity. People were really desperate to meet. And it was hard because I tried to make a point of having a conversation with everybody that went. Because I was doing that, a lot of people I didn't get a chance to speak with at length. Yeah. Because I wanted to make sure I spoke to everybody. So it was good though. Just memories that'll last a lifetime, isn't it? Really. Absolutely. So yeah, and I think that was very memorable for others, for people too. I mean, simply because of the fact that you came from so far. Not to, make you sound like you're a celebrity, but you were kind of a celebrity, and you are to us. And obviously, I want to give a mention as well to Kyle and Pooja and Herman, who kind of came out their way and travelled long distance. They couldn't make the meet-up, but they came out their way and travelled long distances just to meet me. You know what I mean? On the way, Herman came out and met me in Palm Springs, which was an hour from where he lived, and obviously Pooja and Kyle drove 2 hours to Riverside down to San Diego and even got a hotel for the night and stuff just to come and meet me. So really appreciated that. It was really cool and kind of meant a lot as well.
Because people love you, Dale. You're a pretty big deal.
So it's quite cool. So we had obviously good time in and out with Herman. It was brief, but I think I'll see him again. I think when I go to Jeff and Laura's, he's going to come up.
Oh, for sure.
At the same time, because he's close to them.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Even though we're talking about Jeff and Laura, Jeff's not really a part of the community. He's Laura's husband more than anything, but me and him totally bond. Me and him message every day. We've not stopped. We've spoke every day since we met. It's mental. On my personal Instagram and his, we talk every day.
Isn't that crazy? It's so cool.
I love it. I speak to Jeff more than I speak to Laura now. It's quite mental. He invited me to his fantasy hockey league. I play in that with him and his mates and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And shit like that, which is pretty mad. But I don't know if you'll listen to this, but love you, Jeff. And Laura just knows much, but love you too, Laura. Jeff's my guy, though.
Well, speaking of the fantasy leagues, any other like hobbies that you have? Do you have time for anything else outside of work, family?
I like going to, like, watch my football team, like
Oh yeah.
as you call it, soccer. Like, so I support Celtic, who are they play in Glasgow in Scotland. So I've got a season ticket and travel up to kind of watch their games, kind of every home game, and so I get the bus up and then with like other fans, and then go to the pub and have a few beers and go to the game and stuff. So that's kind of my main hobby, probably.
That's fun.
I've kind of, since COVID, I've not been as active as I should have been, probably. I kind of had to give up the gym when Nuala left. Like, I had to cut back on a lot of things to see where I was, like, financially. So I hopefully get back into that when I'm not struggling, but it's more to see where I stand, because, like, I had to but I'm not getting into that, really, it's boring, but you know what I mean? The financial situation changes when a whole income leaves the household, should I say.
Ah, totally.
That's my main hobbies, and then I just kind of have the same interests as most people. Like, I love like movies and TV and shit, and like I like gaming now and again and stuff. I like going. I like going out, like, drink. When I say drinking, like, not like an alcoholic, but I like social drinking, basically.
Yeah, just go out and have some drinks with friends.
So like I ended up doing. I've got quite a cool story, right? See, like Saturday there. So I was like looking for like ways to like make money on the side and that, and I found this like app. It was like mystery shopping. You can be a mystery shopper.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
So like I went to like, got told to go to this supermarket and take a photo of the cucumbers, and got like £5.
Oh.
So anyway, I went on it, and just for taking a photo. So anyway, I went on it on Saturday, and then I was like, I've nothing planned today, and I came up and it was all like mystery shopper, like beers, free pint. Went on it, so I had like 10 beers in pubs in Dumfries. It was like, go to this pub, take a photo of the pub, take a photo of the beer, and then tell us what it's like, and we will send you the money for the pint. We'll reimburse you for the pint, and then give you £2 on top. So I went and I just went in for an hour or two, went and had 5 beers at the pub for free, and then got paid £10 for the privilege of drinking them.
Oh my god, that's
class.
A side hustle.
Made money.
What is this app called? Is it worldwide, or is it just?
It is. I'll tell you what it is after. I'm not wanting too many people taking my side hustle.
Oh. Okay, good deal. I'm going to write that down because I need to know this side hustle.
You didn't get like crazy money on it though. You only get like you only get like $5 per folk, like, for something. But
yeah,
it's something you can do when you're in passing. Like, I need to go to the shop anyway. I'll go in the app, and they're like, "Oh, send a photo of this," and it pays for some of your shopping. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So it's not like you're going to quit your job and do this, but you'll just have it. You know, if you're going to do something like you said, just go to the shops and do it on the way.
So, what do you think was when you met me? What do you think was the most surprising thing, or what was what you expected of you?
When I met you?
Aye.
I think so. Let me think. Well, okay, I'll tell you. When we first met you on at the airport in Las Vegas. For some reason, I thought you were so much bigger, like taller, like
thicker,
like a bigger person.
Like fatter.
What?
Like fatter.
Well, yeah, maybe.
I had lost weight maybe by then, eh?
Maybe you had been. Maybe I saw pictures of you when you were chubbier or something.
One thing I remember that you always liked, or you thought was funny with me, was like, you know how like before, always on the like Instagram and that, I'd always make jokes about like the man bun and stuff.
Yeah.
And how pretend like, or you thought I was being like total vain as a joke and that, but then you seen me in the person that how my hair's a pure big deal and stuff.
Oh yes. Like the steps that you have to go through to wrangle that man bun. I was surprised.
And remember when I lost my hair gel when I went on like at the end of the world and went to go and get more and stuff.
Yes.
and that, and I'll be like, Dawn, how's the hair looking and stuff, and then you'd be like fixing it for me and that for the photos and that.
Yes,
Because I
yes.
remember you thinking like you thought like I was kind of playing it up a bit on Instagram, having a joke, and then you're like, no, he is actually quite bad with this. You're a perfectionist.
Yeah, you're serious about that man bun. It wasn't just like, oh, I have this extra hair, I'm gonna just tie it up out of the way. No, it's like perfected, and there's a lot of effort that goes into that style.
So I look so good. Best hair in the BYC, aren't I?
Oh, for sure. I mean, no question, Dale.
I can always mind you make it like Ken, like thinking like being so surprised they're like fucking hell, they take this thing serious.
I know. But yeah, that was one of the things that was good about meeting you in person, was just aside from the man bun, you're just such a very real person. You're not like pretentious. You're not fake in any way. Like it's basically what you see is what you get. Like you're not hiding things. You're not trying to be someone else that you're not.
I know what you mean. Like they're kind of how I come across.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I actually am.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we don't just open up to everybody 100% right off the bat, but it seems like when you meet Dale, you are meeting Dale. You're not meeting who Dale wants you to think he is. It's like, that's Dale, and it's a good person. It's a really cool, genuine person. Okay, so first community question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my little bed Grogu.
Oh, here we go.
She says, will we see Alan doing any karaoke soon?
He's not retired. I just need to find the time. Like, that's what I said about the events took over what I wanted to do, really. Because, like, we made our Yodi Industries small funk storyline. It was mainly calls, like, Graham and I, and, like, the three of us had so much fun doing that, and, like, nobody else really got it, I don't think. But we didn't care. We just, like, loved making, like, these, like, massive, like, storylines about, like, world destruction and taking, and, like, photoshopping. So, like, you know, if somebody done something bad in the news, it was like Putin's a friend of Yodi Industries and shit. You know, like, when the Ukraine thing happened, it, like, Putin with Yodi Industries employee of the week and stuff, like, and Grogu, like, Graham and Small were, like, always, like, the good guys. You know, it's, like, good meal and stuff. So, like, I loved doing that, and then events, like, made it, like, because Graham sometimes, like, puts up posts still, like, where's Funko and that, because the last time we left it, Funko got kidnapped, and it's never been resolved. So
it's just left hanging. Everybody's like, what?
But Alan Karaoke was another thing that was, I used to like posting, and then it just got lost in the shuffle, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I come back, I would like to just focus on posting what I want to post. Like, I'll probably not get to do anybody's parties or anywhere. I've been there and done it. No offence to anybody. So.
Well, I have a song for Alan if he does. He'll have to sing Scotty Doesn't Know.
Oh, Scotty Doesn't. Oh, that was a good performance, wasn't it? That was great. That was a good laugh. I think it was annoying though, because obviously I went through the verses about all the women and their husbands. I didn't realise till after it that Mal missed it. She was because I went to, like, do some, like, lap dance on her and she wasn't there.
I know, she totally missed it. That's why I wish we had the video.
Aye, so you maybe would cry at that, but see, like, the video of Megan and Lexi's there somewhere, I know, I think, singing, like, they done, I can't remember what song they done. Did they ABBA or something?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
But probably should have touched on that and all, actually, when we were talking about Vegas, actually. Like, when meeting Megan, obviously, was amazing, because obviously we spoke to her, and I mind, like, saying, like, I made a joke with her about it on the night. I was, like, asking her, like, is she faking this? Because remember, we all raised the money for her once-in-a-lifetime trip to Vegas. 2 years later, she's back. But, like, she totally surprised me. Like, I don't know, because I suppose, like, she knew she's close to the end or whatever, you can be like, fuck it. But I just didn't expect her to be, like, smoking like a chimney and drinking all the time and, like, massive gambling. I get what it's like, when in Vegas, like, when in Rome, like, what happened to me, but like, she really went for it, like, she was class. Because obviously we got to spend that night, we were at the casino till like 3 AM and stuff.
that was something I will never forget, and I'm so grateful that we had that opportunity with her.
That's
God,
class.
that was
Because
cool.
if I remember right, we were going home, and then we kind of got a message up. Something happened. It kind of happened short notice,
Yeah,
and we were only nipping in to say hi, and then we ended up there for like 4 or 5 hours or
yeah,
something. Where,
yeah.
and then,
Because you lose track of time when you're in those casinos, boy. It's like,
aye, well, there's no. Then so we ended up getting more drink and stuff, didn't we? So, and then I can just mind her being a pure chain smoker. She was just like,
yeah, I think it was just a good time. And God, it was so fun watching Lexi win like every single game she
she won
played.
loads, didn't she?
Oh my God.
Uh,
Like I didn't even want to play. I just wanted to watch her.
even like we met like Megan's mum and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's mad, isn't it?
Yep. They were a fun group. It was really cool to hang out with them. Okay, so Big T 091090.
That's Tyler.
So he says, not a question, but shout out to my fellow Mavs and Grogu loving homie Dale.
Well, that's the thing where we kind of bonded on Facebook because he's a Dallas Mavericks fan, and that's my NBA team because I went to Dallas years ago, and it was the first NBA team I've seen play, and then I was a Mavs fan after that. Like I'm not like him; he's a die-hard Mavs fan. Like watches every game. I'm quite casual. I just check scores.
Mm-hmm.
Made to do with the time difference. Like I'm a lot more NFL and NBA. Like I'm a massive NFL fan. Watch it all the time. But NBA, I'm a bit more casual.
Uh-huh.
So, but that's what it is. That's how we kind of first started speaking. Like we both like the Mavs, and then there's other Mavs, like the Green Puffs is our Mavs. They're in the fantasy league. So, kind of anytime the Mavs are playing, I'm usually asleep, but they two give you a running. If I wake up in the morning, I'll get a running commentary of how the game went and stuff for them too. So,
that's cool.
Pretty cool.
So you bonded over more than just the Baby Yoda.
Really. So, shout out Tyler. Thank you.
All right. Gogglers, Baby Yoda Gogglers asks, what would the BUIC be surprised to know about you?
I don't know. Would they be surprised to find out about me? Like that. I don't know. Like I'm struggling with that. Because like you said, I think I come across just as I am. Really.
Yeah. I don't think you. Well, I don't want to say that you don't hide a lot, but you don't. You're very open. You're very forthcoming with stuff.
Like and I'm like I come to TMI as well, couldn't I?
I think that's what makes you so endearing, though. You're just so genuine.
I do want to give an answer though. I didn't want to leave it kind of open-handed. I could mention like that. I've got American ancestry and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a good one.
Well, Gogglers kind of knows this, so it's not really a surprise for them. But I actually have a bit like of American ancestry, and it's from the same area as Shauna. Like my great grandfather was from Michigan and moved from there to Scotland. He was born in Michigan, then moved to Canada when he was a young man in his 20s and joined the Canadian Army. And then in World War One, the Canadian Army got sent to work in the forests when the British soldiers were at war. So he came over there to do that. Met a Scottish girl, fell in love, never returned. So my great grandfather was from Michigan.
Oh, how funny!
So I always joke about like the accounts for Michigan about me being also from Michigan, and also like I descend from Native Americans, so I'm actually more American than you. You stole my family's land. You know what I mean?
That's
I want it back.
That's funny. That is true. You have a longer history here in America than probably.
I'm the only real American in the BYC.
There you go. That is a surprising thing to know about you. And Dale's coming for his land, Shauna. So, yeah. All right. Baby Yoda 253. They ask, how does it feel having the most famous baby in the BYC? And she means the one that isn't green.
It's amazing, but I think it's quite lucky that he was first, probably, to be the most famous. Like, I think I think Cam's going to be just as famous probably when he gets up and running. Like, so, aye, it's amazing, and obviously people have done so much for him, sent him so much stuff, like his newborn clothes and that came for like, and toys have came for people in the BYC. Like, it was like overwhelming, like stuff that he's had for everybody. To be honest, it's amazing, and I'll tell him when he's older and try to explain it to him when he'll understand it. But I kind of can't thank everybody enough, really. Like, never like really touched by kind of everybody's generosity over the years. Like, people still send him stuff every Christmas. Like, if I miss anybody, like, sorry, but like Maria, Italy, Logan and Wendy, there's more people. They every Christmas send them stuff. Wilt fail. So
wow.
Probably more than that. I'm just kind of starting to get put on the spot, but
yeah. I bet Nuala
so it's been amazing.
Was because I know that Nuala, you mentioned before that this was more just your thing, kind of that you were doing on the side. But I bet you when was it like when Jeff was born and everybody started sending gifts? Did it just like blow her mind? Like how many people?
It did. It was like his car seat came for a voucher that you guys sent us, because it cost like 200 quid, but you sent, I think Angie organised it, we got like a £200 John Lewis voucher, so we got his car seat there. We got his like main car, because like you get a newborn small one, but we bought one in advance for him, like that he can have till he's like 5, stuff like that. So it'd be amazing. Like I think like Happy Mail, I think this way life and stuff, like Happy Mail and stuff's maybe died down a bit in general. But like at Christmas and that, I feel bad though, because I hardly send anything, to be honest, and I've received so much. Like, I feel like a dick sometimes.
I think there's a lot of
time and money.
It is, yeah, and it's, man, some people send so much stuff. I'm like, how are you affording just the stamps alone on a card for 100 people? So many sweet people in this community.
Yeah, amazing.
Gary the Grogu, he wants to know, do you know the Muffin Man?
Well, he lives in Drury Lane.
Drury Lane?
Drury Lane. The Muffin Man lives in Drury Lane. You don't know that? No, he's in he lives in Drury Lane. You know, seen Shrek?
Oh yeah, I don't remember that.
Well, that's I do know him. He lives in Drury Lane.
Is that a joke between you guys?
No, it's in the film.
Okay.
I think it's a proper song or something. I don't know.
It is, yeah. Now I remember it, but it's just funny that he asked you that.
That's a good question. Thanks, Gary.
Okay, Aussie Grogu asked, "Are you real?"
What do you mean I'm unreal? What question's that? Sandra, what are you getting on about? Speak to you later, Sandra.
Okay, there's your answer. Okay. Moving on. That's funny, deal. Okay, life of Baby Yoda. When are you coming to Texas?
Well, it's on the list, I would love to go to San Antonio. Never been. I would love that. I think that the wee river walk looks cool as fuck. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, that's awesome there.
So I've been to Texas before, like, just I wasn't in the BYC at the time, so but I'd love to go back. I actually had a really good time there.
Well,
it was
Nicole was saying she wants to do a San Antonio meetup, so maybe it can be planned for a time when you can plan to go.
I think it's tough because, like, for me to come to America is like really expensive. You know what I mean? And I live by myself now, and I've got a mortgage and stuff. So, like, at the time of Vegas, it was kind of perfect time, and I had a bit of money saved and stuff. I could have went, but I don't think I'm saying I'll never be able to come back and meet anybody. But, like, you know, even before Vegas was planned, I had like New York and Florida already kind of booked for this year. So this year's probably out. So hopefully next year it would be nice if I could get across and do something.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Something probably more towards the central or east coast, I guess, would be easier for you, huh, than coming all the way to the west.
Well, I think they're probably all coming to the West because I've got like people there who've already invited me. Like I'll be coming to. I think so. I think it's more likely coming to the West Coast. But obviously, whether like if I wanted to go see Brian and Nicole, I could stop on the way or on the way back.
Yeah.
Or they could come meet us. You know what I mean?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Kind of sort of something out. Or same way like if I went to. But I kind of want to go to Chicago because I want to meet Kevin as well. So I'd like to go to Chicago, and then obviously Kevin and Laura are close, so they said like Kevin will go if I was going, and Jeff's from Chicago, well, Brian's from Chicago, so Nicole and Brian could go as well. Like technically, because Brian's from Chicago, and obviously you've got Janine and Jesse there as well. So I'd have a lot of people to meet. So
yeah, so there's a lot of people right in that area.
Janine's another person that's always been good to Patrick with.
Yeah, she loves Patrick.
So I knew like it's hard to remember everybody like when you're put on the spot. You know what I mean?
I know.
But, like, anyway.
Okay, Grogu, I love you. She just sent some hearts. I don't know if you can see the.
I see the hearts. Oh, thank you. I love you too.
So Toy Not Grogu.
Oh, here we go.
Says, "You're very photogenic, Dale. Ever considered a career in modeling?"
I just think Toy's dad's got a really good camera.
I think that's.
Yeah, and I think he's got a very good photographer. Nobody else has ever made me look that good, I don't think.
Well, okay, so a follow-up to that question was from Baby Yoda SD. Did any of the photos or videos that you took in San Diego end up working out for you?
Yes, they did.
Did they?
100%. Oh, 100% did.
Good.
No, not got me a girlfriend, but they've got me places. They definitely had. I honestly had a positive effect on the matches and that, 100%.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. You had some really good. I mean, if you want to put your what are you on? Is it on Match? No.
I'm on the. I've been on them all at some point.
We can put your links to them in the show notes. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Anyway, you did have some really great pictures here in San Diego.
The great photos, they bring back a lot of memories and that, so it's good.
Yeah, totally.
Like I'm glad he took as many photos as he did, because then I'm like, oh, I remember we done that.
Yeah.
But they look like I'm a pure poser, but I'm not.
Okay, Yodina and Yodine. Culture shock. Share some of the things you thought were crazy while in the USA.
Well, like I've been to the USA a lot of times, and I've been to a lot of places, so nothing really that new. Well, must have been something new. Like for example, I've been to Florida about 5 times. I've been to like Disney World, Universal stuff. I've been down to Tampa, the Busch Gardens. I've been to New Orleans twice.
Oh wow!
I've been to Dallas. I've been to Vegas. I've been to San Diego. The thing I do like is that every city's different. Like every place I've been in America has been totally different. The people have been different. Like the weather's been different. The food's been different. Like it is kind of like how, you know, like if you flew from LA to like New York, it'd be like coast to coast. What is it, like 5 hours on a flight or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was to fly from Scotland 5 hours, I'd get to like Turkey.
Oh wow!
A totally different country, a billion miles away, because the continent's that smaller. But like, all these wee countries are different. Like I've been to like 15 or 16 countries in Europe, but they only take me like 2 hours to fly to. Like France, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, etc. Switzerland. I've been to all these countries, but they only take me 2 or 3 hours to fly to. Whereas it can take you 2 or 3 hours to fly to the next state, and like, so like it's kind of like in a way like different mini cultures in all the American cities. Like everywhere is so different, and I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah. Like
I think San Diego's the most well-rounded city that has got a bit of everything that I've been to. Whereas the rest I've had stuff that like New Orleans is amazing, like party city, like drinking city. You can drink on the street there. Same in Vegas, but Vegas is like the gambling city. Dallas, it's quite a bit like the actual downtown Dallas is quite a businessy city, but had great food like like barbecue and stuff like it's their own cuisine and stuff, and like had quite like I done like JFK stuff there, like went to the boot depository and where he got shot and the grassy knoll and all that. Like I had some cool shit there, and like Orlando's like the theme park city. And then I'm going to New York next week, where I've never been before, so that's another city I'll be going to. But so I love visiting America. I've only really had positive things for it. But my only thing that annoys me a wee bit is like you have to drive everywhere. So you see like here, like city centres are like quite pedestrianised, and think loads of things are close and you can walk. Like I can leave my house and walk to most places in Dumfries, and even in cities you can do that. But like your roads are like everything's really spaced out, and you have to drive everywhere, and it takes so long to drive short distances because of the traffic. Whereas that's not really a thing here. But that's just that's me being like picky. It's not that big a deal. But like you can't walk, you have to drive everywhere. I think that's quite annoying. So, but overall, like culture, nothing. I've been going to America since I was a kid, so it's not really like a culture shock really to me at all. And like I've been brought up watching American films and stuff, so that was something I feel that when I'm in America, I feel like I'm in a film.
Really?
I feel like I'm in a movie a wee bit, especially when you first land and get off the plane, and like the difference at first, like you feel like you're in a movie, then you get used to it and that. But it does feel a wee bit like being in a movie for somebody that's like from somewhere else in the world. But yeah, like I love going to America, and like, there's so many more places I want to go to, like that I've mentioned, like where friends live and stuff. Having friends in all these places now helps as well. You know what I mean? Because I've done like meetups in Orlando. I met with Dr. T at Disney, and I met with Baby Yoda Chargers because they were in the fantasy league and stuff.
Oh,
we actually went out for drinks and something to eat and watched a Monday Night Football at a sports bar with her and her son. Was with them for like 5 hours. Had a really good night.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, and then obviously Vegas, I met everyone, including Udina and Udine. They gave me a very nice Dundee Award.
Oh, the Dundee Award, yes.
So thanks for that. But then again, that's again like people that I've been friends with online, and because like Ali and her husband, like Alejandro, it's like I only really spoke to them for 5 minutes because I wanted to make sure I spoke to everybody. You know what I mean? I only spoke to everybody, so ideally I could have spoke to them longer on the night, but I wanted to speak to everybody. I didn't want to leave without speaking to everybody for at least 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope they understood me there because I spoke quite fast there.
You were trying to fit in as much as you could, and so you were like.
Yeah.
Okay, Ivan Artist, 75.
My man.
Would you be mad if I cheered for France football?
No. Why would I be mad? Why would you cheer for France? But no, cheer for who you want. As long as it's not Rangers, you're fine.
Who, the Rangers?
Well, Rangers, they're like Celtic's rivals.
Oh, okay.
So you can't cheer for them. Preferably you don't cheer for England either, but I'm not that bothered. No, France. France is fine, but I'm interested to know why France. But maybe because France like won the World Cup recently and stuff, and Ivan's a Jets fan. He's had like 50 years of pain. His whole life the Jets have been shit. Haven't they, Ivan?
Is France, would that be comparable to the Jets?
No, France are very good.
Okay. I have no idea. So.
They got to the final. They were runners up for the last World Cup, and they won the World Cup before that.
Okay. There are two from Baby Yoda Bebison. The first one is, what made you start posting the weekly events? But I think we kind of covered that one already. It
was just like I thought people were posting events and not getting missed and stuff, and I've seen people getting upset and stuff, and I thought, if I do this, it'll help.
Yeah.
And I thought it'll help integrate people in the, because sometimes people would like join the community and think, I'll make an event to try join in, but they'd have like 30 followers. So I'm thinking like, I'll share theirs and get them followers and get people joining in.
It was just a matter of helping out others. That was really
that was the main reason, nice. Really, to help others and kind of give back a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was really sweet, Dale. All right, and then the other question that Bibison asked is, what do you think of everyone calling Jaff?
Oh, I like it. It's a good nickname and there's a good story behind it. Like the story is, if you don't know that, like obviously my baby Yodas were Josh Allen and Funko, and then Yoda decided that the baby was to be called Jaff for Josh Allen Funko. I can't remember if it was Yoda or if Coles just made it up. It's Coles and Yoda that came up with it, and it just stuck.
Yeah.
Like they started saying it, and it just stuck.
Yeah.
Because he was Jaff before he was born.
Yeah, because you weren't sharing his name.
Told his name. When they told his name, so he was Jaff. That was the thing. He was getting called Jaff because nobody knew his name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, no, I love it. And I've got like a photo. We've obviously got a Jaff photo in his room that I believe Coles and Kim sent us years ago. It had onions on it and stuff. So.
Oh
yeah. It says Jaff Handley on it. with baby Yodas on it. So. It's a really cool gift.
That's so funny. All right. Caro La Loca, who is the mom of Pepito 666,
all right,
asked, what inspired you to join the BYC?
It was like lockdown and enjoyed like seeing the pages, and then joined as a fan, and then I got Josh for Christmas, and then started posting, and that was it. Like I said, if COVID didn't happen, there's no way that I find the BYC, but there's maybe a chance it doesn't happen. I think it would have happened in some form, because people like post Instagrams of anything, don't they? Like any toy in the world, there's Instagrams for it, but I don't think it would have taken off in the way it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was like, and I think for you, it wasn't like an intentional thing that you decided to do. It just kind of happened on its own.
It's not really something that I would do. Like, I'm not really big on social media. Not something I would do that make a page for something else. I know people do that quite a lot, make pages for different things. It's not something I would usually do.
Yeah. So. Okay. Clonk and Bonk. How do you gather all the events for your This Week in the BYC posts?
So at the time I was doing it, I used to see more or less every post or every story, and people would share them. So I would just be going along my business, and then as normal, and then I would save the post, and then if I seen it, any post for a party, I'd save the post, and then once a week I would go back and look at all my saved posts. But people would obviously announce parties weeks in advance, so I had a Google Calendar, so I would add all the parties to my Google Calendar, and then I would look at every party that week on the calendar and take a screenshot of the poster and post them all in one big post. That was what it was. But it took like 2 hours to do a week, really. And I always done it on a Monday night after work, because of the time difference. It would come out about Monday lunchtime for the Americans, where most people were. So that was the system, and it went well at first, but it came too much.
It was way too much for one person. It was fine in the beginning when there was like 30 accounts that you were.
It just got too big.
There's another question from Baby Yoda Bivison. What did you think about the Vegas meetup?
Oh, it was one of the best things I've ever done. Just a great trip. Like the meetup was amazing, meeting all these people, and just had so much. Even outside of the meetup, we had so much fun. Like everything we done, like the karaoke bar, go to the Raiders game, just hanging out. You know what I mean? And what else did we do? Like obviously we had the extra days on the Monday, Tuesday to kind of
just walk around the city.
Like I remember people were quite surprised at how much, like, because when I'm on holiday, like I'm a big drinker on holiday, so like I was kind of beer for breakfast every day and that. You know what I mean? So it was like, I love drinking. I love the fact I could drink in the street. So like, if we were going out a walk up the strip, take a couple of beers and put them in like your bag or Karen's bag and that, and then just drink as I go, and then be like, when I'm finished my can of my beer, put it in the bin and like, right, Dawn, here.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like, it got so bad that like Coles was coming in. When Coles came and picked us up somewhere, and or we were going out, we were already out and you were coming to meet us for the house, and I never even asked her, but Coles was like, oh, I brought 4 beers.
Yes. Like it was just known, like we're gonna go, let's bring our own beers.
It was just, like you say, memories that'll last forever. And it's like, Vegas is one of those places that like would always have been on my list to go.
Oh wow.
But like, I don't know when I would have went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we get places like that where you're like, oh, I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
So even if I never go back, like I've been and had a great time and stuff,
Yeah.
And it was an amazing experience. Like, I loved, had so much fun. Like, just like, I like places like that like there's nowhere else in the world like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I've never been anywhere like that.
Yeah.
And kind of like, you've not been, but you know, like in Italy, like you go to Venice,
Yeah.
it's all the canals and stuff. Like Venice is like a place that like nowhere else. So like Venice, you land at the airport and you don't see a car. There is no cars. So it's all water. Like the streets are they've all got canals.
Mm-hmm.
So like like stuff like the police, ambulances are boats. Like FedEx is a boat.
Yeah.
Pizza delivery is a boat. Stuff like that. You know, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like, but that's the kind of effect. Like Vegas was kind of like that. Like no been anywhere like it really.
Yeah, it's definitely very unique. Very unique experience.
And I can tell though, like it's definitely not. It's the kind of place that's definitely not going to be for everybody, is it?
No.
Like if you like, it is like Sin City, and if you didn't like drinking and gambling, it probably isn't for you. But I like that kind of. I'm a sinner.
Oh, you're a sinner.
Good times.
Good times in Vegas. That's right. Okay, Yodi Rise of Adventure. Yodi asks, boxers or briefs?
Boxers. Always boxers.
Yodi's follow-up to that was that he already knows because he saw you in Vegas.
Well, I know Yodi's commando.
He won't deny that, I bet. Okay, Baby Yoda Cutie Star Wars.
They're from Ireland.
They ask, how do you find setting up Baby Yoda events?
So we touched on that. It was time consuming, and then we kind of lost. It wasn't fun after a while, and I kind of burnt me out a bit. So I'm taking an extended break from it. Probably never going back to it, to be honest. I think I just need to prioritise things, and I'm kind of a wee bit burnt out for the posting side just now. So I think like the messages take so much time, and they can even be overwhelming at times, but they are the kind of priority because I'm speaking to my friend, you know what I mean? So it is like, just that's the way it is just now. Maybe things will change in the future when it kind of have things quiet down and stuff, but like I feel bad because people ask me what's going on, and like I just say I'm busy, and I didn't really elaborate, and they kind of, I think some people I think wonder if I'm okay and stuff, and I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
So to be fair though, like no another issue with Instagram, because I'm in that many groups and messages, I had to turn my notifications off because my phone was buzzing all the time. So I don't have like actual notifications. It's just when I go on and have a look. And to be honest, it's once or twice a day. And even at that, I'll have like 20 inboxes. I don't have time to go through them all. So that's how some people get left, or some groups get left for like 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, Jesse Joker. Why is Alan evil?
Because of Yodi, to be honest. Yodi took him under his wing and groomed him to be his number 2. Really, that's who you have to blame. He used to be a sweet innocent boy until Yodi got his claws into him and stuff. And he's kind of like, Yodi's like, you know, like quite devious. Like Alan thinks they're 50-50 partners and everything when they're not, even though the company's called Yodi Industries. Like, but Alan, I think, gets a hard time. I think that Yodi is the puppet master, and he kind of frames Alan for a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Alan takes the fall a lot. I think Alan's, his heart isn't as evil as Yodi, but he get guilt by association quite a lot, and he's the fall guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Maybe he's not actually evil. It is the guilt by association. Oh gosh, that was a funny one. Daddy Love Grogu. They ask, how is your dating life?
I've been a bit busy. I've not been in that many dates. I've only been in 2 or 3 dates. I don't think there's any prospect of a relationship anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not really in a rush for a relationship either, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
If I met the right person and that, the apps are pretty grim, to be honest.
Yeah?
So that seems to be the way that people meet these days. You know what I mean? Whereas I met Nuala in a nightclub when I was 18. You know what I mean? And stuff. So We'll see. There's no rush. It'll be the only things that will probably happen when you least expect it.
Yeah.
In terms of finding something serious.
Yeah, exactly. And when it's meant to happen, it will.
Aye. So.
Yeah.
Aye. You know, right? Like I've had a bit of fun, put it that way. But I've not really found anybody that like I thought, oh, I really like them.
Yeah.
I want to be with them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Daddy Love Grogu asked another question.
Yeah.
Can you talk in an American accent so we can understand you?
No. I can't.
You can though.
I can't do an American.
You have. I think you've done one
What
before.
one?
It's kind of like a Southern.
Y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
Can y'all understand me? Something like that. It's shit. I can't do it. I'm better at Australian grey, mate. Nah, shite enough.
Those are great. Deal.
Nah, I didn't rate my accents. Because I can't do like a normal American accent. And that's it, shite. I can't do it.
It sounds like it though.
No, it doesn't.
That's so funny.
It's funny bad. Bad funny.
You can do better than I think some people could do a Scottish.
You do your Scottish?
I try to, but I can't. I think it sounds more like British.
Yeah, go.
Let's see. What would I say if I was Scottish? Now that I'm on the spot. Oh, well, just like Scottish phrases like dinna fash. Oh, that's different gravy.
Different great. Say, try to say something normal, like hi, my name is Dawn or something. Or we are the BYC. Welcome to the We Are the BYC podcast in a Scottish accent.
Oh God. Okay. The thing is that rolling the R's.
Yeah, 100%. Because we can't.
Okay. Hi, friend. No. Hi, friends. Welcome to the BYC. No, I'm sounding like an Irish, like a leprechaun.
It's hard, isn't it?
Forget it. I
It's a
can't.
tap. If you can do accents, you're talented.
Well, that's all the community questions. Any final words, final thoughts for anybody?
Just I tried to kind of get a lot of stories in and mention a lot of people. If I've not done that for you, I'm sorry. You kind of love yous. I just come and have a go with the podcast. Let us hear your stories. It's been really fun reminiscing and looking back to the memories and stuff. And I'd be quite curious to hear a lot of other friends' stories. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully more people will come on.
Yeah, good. Well, thank you so much. And you'll have to come back on because I know there's going to be more stories to tell later. And
You want me to interview you one day?
oh, I don't know. It would be different.
But thanks for having us.
Of course.
I enjoyed it. Had fun. It was obviously great to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Dale.
Right. Cheers.
Bye.